thinking, what? Duct tape? I know everything about duct tape. It comes in like 5 colors, green, yellow, blue, whatever. And like, you can make a wallet out of it, you can like fix a fence or something. But there's actually a lot more to duct tape than just that. But let's start at the beginning. I first started getting into duct tape about like probably 5 years ago or something. I was at a kids craft fair and I saw somebody who was making duct tape wallets, and I thought that was just really cool. And through the years I've seen different colors of duct tape, and I just really liked it, you know? It's this really cool tape, it's easy to rip apart, and it comes in all these different creative colors, and it's just really interesting. So I started a couple years ago, I started collecting duct tape. Slowly at first, and started out with some white and some black and some blue. And now I think I have somewhere around 25 rolls of duct tape. Somewhere in that area. A lot of it, I have a lot of different patterns, like I have ducks and mustaches and what do I have? I could go on for a long time about all the patterns I had. Tie-dye and squares and checkers and anyway. But there's always been one question that I've had about duct tape. Is it duct tape or is it duct tape? You know, I feel like that's a question that a lot of us have. And so I decided to research a little bit of the history. Where did it come from and what is it called? And I discovered that it was created during World War II. And the creator, the person who invented duct tape, it's a little bit controversial. Some people said that it just came from this company called Johnson & Johnson, while other people said that it came from this guy randomly. I don't know who he was. But I found out from these duct tape brothers, Tim and Jim, that it was actually created by a military mother who worked in an ammunition factory. And it took, you know how when you get a package in the mail, and you have to take a knife and you have to cut open the packaging, and it takes a really long time. So in World War II, they were doing that for the ammunition, and his mother was like thinking that it was taking much too long to open the ammunition. Plus, water could get in. So she decided to come up with this tape that was easy to rip apart and waterproof. And so she took medical tape and she added a cloth backing, and she proposed it to her factory owner. They didn't take it on. So she wrote the president, and he agreed with her, and something was done about it, and Johnson & Johnson began to produce duct tape. So back to the name. Originally, it was called duct tape because of its waterproofness, and it was also originally green. But after the war, people in houses and working on ducts started using it to fix their ducts. So it became gray to match the color of the ducts, and it started to being called duct tape. Nowadays, you can actually call it both names and you'll be correct. And actually, there are about 15 other names for duct tape too, such as in Sweden. I thought this was really cool. In Sweden, duct tape is called Jesus tape. and some people call it plastic surgeon tape because if you put it on your skin, it'll really stretch your skin back. And like it can be, it's called, what is it called? The walking paramedic tape or something like that, because you can like make a splint of it in the woods. So duct tape has a lot of different uses, such as plastic surgeon, you can pull back your skin, and also you can make things like wallets. This is my first wallet I ever made. It's pretty simple, but recently I've been able to make it even more detailed, slowly getting more detailed. I made a cat for my friend once and it had whiskers and everything. It's pretty cool. They actually have see-through duct tape too, so yeah, and glow-in-the-dark duct tape. And there are lots of different uses. There are competitions, really big competitions that a lot of people go to, where you make duct tape outfits, beautiful ball dresses and coattails and hats and like crazy stuff. Someday I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool to join a competition like that. or at least go and watch and see what amazing things have been done with duct tape. People can make shoes out of duct tape, and they work really well. They're waterproof shoes, and they last for a good amount of time. It's a pretty durable material. You can actually, I thought this was interesting, you can actually get rid of moles with duct tape. If you put duct tape on your moles, it's said to get rid of it. I'm not sure how true that is. I've heard that some people it's worked for and some people it hasn't worked for, but I thought that was pretty interesting. And on the subject of medical uses for duct tape, I was reading about this hospital that saved thousands of dollars by using duct tape. With their infected patients, instead of giving people clothing and masks and all this gear to go see the patients, they put red duct tape on the floor that would show the people where they should stand to visit these infected patients. And so they saved thousands of dollars and increased the visiting rate for all these patients, and it increased their lives, you know? They got better lives because of duct tape. And also, I thought this was another cool thing. Recently in Alaska, there was a plane, a pilot who flew a plane out in Alaska, and he was fishing, and he stored some fish in the back of his plane. And I think he stayed the night there, and in the morning, a bear had mauled his plane and had torn apart looking for the fish. So how is he going to get back? He tried to radio in a bunch of times, and he couldn't reach anybody. So he ended up fixing his plane with 25 rolls of duct tape and flying home successfully. So there are lots and lots of other ways of duct tape, to use duct tape. I've actually kind of made a little business for myself in some ways. I have duct tape water bottles, and I do that for people, and they pay me to do that, and I duct tape. I've made duct tape bow ties and hair bows and bracelets and lots. There's so many. There's thousands. Well, I don't know about thousands. I bet there's thousands of those kinds of duct tape. Like you can fix boats with duct tape. The military still uses duct tape all the time for fixing trucks. Yeah, all sorts of things. So I hope that during this speech if you didn't have a little kindling for the love of duct tape, I hope that I've ignited that for you. And I hope I've informed you about some cool, interesting stuff. And I would go get some duct tape and make some duct tape stuff, because it's definitely awesome and worth it. And yeah, thank you for your time.